You know, what really gets me is when people try to talk about how progressive Pelosi is. Um, I just don't see it. Now, a lot of people on the far right, they got their reasons for despising her. People like me on the left have our reasons for despising her. Um, I guess they're different. I mean, they think that she's a communist or Chairman Mao reborn or whatever because right wing talk radio and Fox News and all these other conservative outlets try to paint her as some big commie when in fact she's as corporate just sellout as any Republican I've ever seen. At least Republicans, the elected Republicans, when they act all as they do, they don't really hide it that much. But people like Pelosi, she has to hide it. She has to give lip service to her progressive base and say, yeah, I'm a real progressive guy, and yeah, I'm super progressive. Yeah, that's why you instituted fucking PAYGO, you know? Because you're a master legislator who's playing 18-dimensional chess. Fuck out of here. PAYGO, which is a policy which basically kneecaps any actual progressive policies like Medicare for all or tuitionless college from ever happening. Far right wingers should appreciate that, but they won't because they think she's a communist. She's a communist. Well, how is she a communist? Because she did that one thing with the guy once. I don't know. The thing is, she's a perfect boogeyman or boogie woman to be used by Republicans who are running against Democrats, for office. Hey, this my Democratic challenger. He's a Pelosi Democrat and who votes with Pelosi. Vote against that. Just identity politics, I guess, if you want to call it from the right. Yeah, it's just fucking ridiculous. She's a corporate sellout, a shill. I mean, she'll give lip service to the progressive Democratic base when she knows she can't do shit, like, say, a few months ago when she tried talking about raising the minimum wage to 15, to fight for 15. She knew very well that it had a snowball's chance in hell of fucking ever happening. Mitch McConnell, who she's probably secretly buddies with, would have smacked that down. He wouldn't even let that come up for a vote. And even if somehow by a miracle it would have got past the Senate, Trump would have vetoed it. So when she knows she can't get something done, she'll be all loud and proud about a so-called progressive policy or an actual progressive policy. But then when it comes down to it, when she actually can do something, when she's in a position to actually be able to enact real progressive legislation, she'll come up with all kinds of excuses like, no, we don't want to upset the Republican leadership. We have to, reach across the aisle and work with the Republicans to give them what they want, and to us progressive Democrats get nothing what we want, just about nothing of what we want. Kind of like recently with the border funding, with these concentration camps down at the border, the Trump administration making all kinds of excuses not to give detainees the fucking basic necessities of fucking sanitation and water and whatnot, making people drink out of toilets. But, she totally just pretty much just gave them the farm on that one. So, that's our master legislator right there, Mrs. Progressive Pelosi. Pelosi. Sounds like a fucking mob name, don't it? She is basically a fucking mob. You have the Republican far right wingers who are in office. Then you have the Democrat sellouts, corporatist bastards. I like her. As those in the mafia would say, "Oh, it's set up so beautiful." Real horrendous, right? But still, it is. It does have a certain beauty from a really strange perspective. It's set up to where it plays Americans for fools. You think they're the two sides, the Republican officials and Democratic officials are actually fighting each other when in fact they're just fucking working together and just playing the American people for fools. So when Pelosi says, "Oh yeah, I never forget it," it's like whatever. Yeah, yeah. Tell me another one, because I ain't buying it. and neither should you. So if you guys have any thoughts or objections, concerns, whatever, just leave them in the comments section below. I love reading the comments, even if they're from our moderate conservative or far right wing listeners or whatever. Yeah, I like seeing what they got to say and all that. Even if it's a trolly comment, I love those too. Those are great. But anywho, with that being said, see you next time.